Today we're going to be reviewing the Beast Kohler. Just cost me 150k, got medium high work rates, 6'1", he's 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Now he is a centre back, can only play centre back, which is absolutely fine. Now looking at the card, as you can see, I've already put a catalyst on him. I feel like we're going to need to boost that pace up. His passing's good, but I feel like it needs to be a lot better. 48 curve is really going to damage his passing in game. A lot of his passing can be very straight and easy to intercept, so that's why I went with a catalyst. Agility and balance isn't too bad for someone who's 6'1", to be honest with you. Obviously the ball control is low, he's got good reactions, which is good. But obviously, like I said, with the ball control, we have to be very careful when we are being pressed with this card. Defensively, absolute beast, you know, as you can see, very high interceptions, very good defensive awareness and stand tackle. Physically, we really don't need to worry. He's got really good stamina for a centre-back. 87 is really good. 91 strength, 95 aggression. Got some really nice player traits as well. Dives into tackles can sometimes be hit and miss, depends where they dive in. Leadership's really good, power header and team player. Now obviously he's only going to be a centre-back. Obviously we're going to play a few games of foot champs with him at centre-back. Maybe we might change this into obviously a shadow or a catalyst, one or the other. I'm not going to change his physical, it really doesn't need to be changed. Obviously he has the lengthy body type in game, his default lengthy, cannot be changed to controlled or explosive, so he is lengthy. Has the high and average body type as well, which is quite a good body type anyway for a defender, apart from unique. So we're going to play a few games of foot champs. Let's see how we get on. Again, see that jockeying with Kohler there. Really nicely done. For someone of his size, he's decent as well to jockey with. Again, you see the defensive as Kohler. Obviously, the ball didn't get through to the striker, but straight away, he's already tracking back with the runner. Again, great tackle. There you go. 1v1 defending with Kohler. And again, not quite sure what happened there, but defensively, see the position's really well there. Obviously, he's never going to lose the header. Again, great defensive eye by Kohler. As soon as they put a ball in and around him, he's going to win that header. Physically, again, defensive eye with Kohler. I'm really enjoying this card at centre back. A little bit like Virgil van Dijk. Again, solid defensively. Oh, loses the ball but wins it back as well. Again, Kohler's just there, he's just everywhere. As you can see, when he's being pressed though, he's not that great on the ball. Well, coming across again, like I keep saying, defensively, really enjoying this card. Look who's there to stop him. Wilfried Zaha again. This guy here. Gets a little bit lucky there. Honestly, I don't really know what else to say. He's stopping a lot of very nice attacking cards. There you go, Kohler coming across. Great bit of play. It's a nice ball back to the keeper as well. Again, intercepting the ball. Obviously, he's not that smooth on the ball, obviously because of his size and agility, but he's a very solid defender. Final verdict on Kohler. Now, I really enjoyed using this card. You know, he made so many tackles. He reminds me of Van Dijk. Not as good, I'm going to be so honest with you, but probably a similar version to Van Dijk. He's got the same similar pace, you know, he doesn't really get burnt too many times. I feel like the reason he gets outpaced in game is late on towards game, obviously when they bring on fresh legs, like fresh substitutes. Passing wise, it's not great. It's good, but it's not great. Obviously, like I said, with the curve being so low really does affect this card. A lot of his passes are really straight and sort of narrow, and they just sort of like make it a lot easier for your opponent to intercept the ball. Obviously as well, when you are being pressed, as you can tell with this card, trying to turn when you're being pressed, he does give up the ball because obviously for some reason his agility and balance isn't that bad. But when he is being pressed, you know, I think it's just because of his ball control being so low. He sort of trips over his own feet a little bit, and that's what makes the opponents be able to take the ball off of him. But with that being said, defensively and physically, you know, he's probably one of the best defenders on the game. Defensive eye is really good. Where he's so strong and big in the game as well, when he wins a tackle, 9 times out of 10, he keeps the ball, if that makes sense. You know, like when you tackle your opponent and the ball just keeps going back to them, With this guy, when he wins the ball, he takes the ball and the man with him. So he's not fouling them. Obviously, like I said, he's winning the ball, moving the man out of the way as well, and able to dribble out with it. Like I said, I made so many tackles with him. He's got a very good defensive eye, as we was expecting anyway, because the high interceptions and high defensive awareness. But yeah, really enjoyed using this card. I would say he was like a cheap Van Dijk, but he's the same price as Van Dijk. Obviously, Van Dijk just has that unique body type, that little bit better dribbling and passing. But this is a really nice card to have. Like I said, it's similar to Van Dijk, depending on your team. If you need Bundesliga links, obviously you're going to get Kohler in. I would advise probably keeping the Catalyst on him. He's already got really good defending. It's entirely up to you. I just think the Catalyst, you need to boost that passing up just that little bit. But either a Shadow or a Catalyst, it's entirely up to you. Now, is this card worth getting your team? Yes, 100%. I'm definitely going to say yes, because, like I said, defensively and physically, really good. Obviously, if you're playing against someone that's going to keep pressing you, try not to get this guy on the ball too much. Play it back to your goalkeeper, play it to your right back. Like I said, he's not that good when he's being pressed. He's sort of, like I said, he ends up tripping over the ball, ends up giving it away. So, passing's decent enough. Like I said, the curve does let him down. But other than that, like I said, pace-wise, he's good enough for me. Like I said, he was keeping up with people like Rule Breaker Zaha, Rule Breaker Ronaldo. So, with that being said, you know, that's good enough for me. It's only late on in game. Even though he's got good stamina, that's when he seems to get outpaced. But like I said, he's worth getting in your team. Very similar to Van Dijk. Not as good as Van Dijk, but very similar. But I'm going to give the guy a rating out of 10. Like I said, I'll give him a 9. Like I said, everything's good, bar obviously, like I said, when you're being pressed and he's passing. So really nice card, Kohler, for 150k. Good links as well. Obviously, he goes on Max Chemistry. If you are looking to get cards like Kohler in your team, join my Discord group below. The link is in the description. It's free to join. We've got traders in there making hundreds of thousands of coins every single week. It's free to join. Click on that link below, and we'll see you in the next video.